Don't get hit with a brick, man. But listen, the music game just got hit with a brick, man. The music industry is not what it used to be. It's completely changed. People aren't consuming music how they usually do. Artists aren't. Ugh, I've got cat hair in my mouth, bro. Nastiness. Artists aren't releasing as much as they usually do. They're not getting the numbers they usually do. They're scared to release. People aren't consuming it anymore. The music game's completely changed. Bouncer's obviously talking about an industry reset that encompasses a whole array of things. But I'm going to get right into the video where I know we're going to break this down, all right?
What's your definition of the reset?
My definition of reset is happening now. So you've got black execs being fired, that period. You got them being fired, yeah? Now there's a lot of black execs that are being fired, and you got black execs leaving. It's like Austin left. You get me? So but if you look at Austin's US, like what his resume is, One Extra, Spotify, Apple, all the amazing things he's done. But if there's other black execs, bro, they don't do anything, bro. They've done nothing.
Shout out all the good black executives in the music industry that have actually been putting out good music, man. Because let's be real, yeah, the type of music that comes out isn't as good as it used to be. Like, it's very fast food music. Obviously, now we've gone through the transition. We're going through the transition of low consumption music. So the people that were not in it for the real deal are all basically getting weeded out. And the artists that really care about their craft and their artistry and actually want to create a piece of art, because that's what music is. It's an art. It's an art form. It's an expression form. Instead of people just hopping on the trend and just doing whatever they want to do, we're gonna have the real musicians bust through and do. Is it recording? Yeah. Okay, it's recording. Bust through and do what they need to do.
And now they've been dropped. So, but it's the reason why what's happened is they're keeping the scene, but they don't understand how much of how much damage in the scene they're actually doing.
Yeah.
Because if we follow it down and we look at the platforms, I'm just talking about reset as a whole. I'm just talking about the platforms are there that we've got. We need to be doing better.
Because it's true, yeah. Because where are the new artists? How come nobody knows about new artists? There's artists on TikTok that are doing their thing. Maybe they might not be getting millions of streams, but they're getting thousands of streams, tens of thousands of streams, sometimes hundreds of thousands of streams, but they're not getting pushed in the blog pages. I'll give you an example. There's a guy called Figzo and Tigzo, yeah? Them two people, they're like the new wave version of DBE. DBE are like the elders that down on the top of the mountain that the people got to walk up to and train with on some on some Yu Yu Hakusho thing. However, you got the new generation of that, which is Figzo and Tigzo. These men are opening up for M Huncho on tour and stuff like that. And it's like, why do we not see this happening? Figzo dropped an album, and I didn't even know he dropped an album until I just searched his name because I wanted to listen to his song again. And our album was out. I'm like, bro, why is my man, who's getting so much streams and doing so much work, putting in so much work, making so much good music, not getting noticed, not getting promoted, not getting pushed? Another example, SD Kid. That guy makes terrible music. I never heard of that guy in my life. I went to go listen to one of his songs only because Bouncer spoke about him. Music's crap, but he's got millions of streams. I think we're going to talk about it in a minute.
Up-and-coming talent, and not only talent, creators, because we have an industry. There's countries that don't have no industry, like Australia. They got good artists, but they have like one blog page. You get me? So we have actually the industry that we can push. So in my head, I'm saying, look, not only that, if we even look at football, yeah, and I see something online about Pep Guardiola, yeah. So what I'm saying is like, bro, if we keep on pushing through the same legend artists, then what's going on? Why? How on earth? We got an artist called SD Kid, and you got Fake Mink, and you got.
Do The SD Kid.
Loads of these underground artists. But if you look at the industry reset, it's happened already with Wireless. They didn't book no A, B, C list artists. They booked none of them because they're overpriced. You get me? Who did they book? Well, the underground artists. What was the reaction for the people? Who are these artists on the lineup? Little that they know that the underground artists are doing crazy
the numbers and the fans.
SD Kid is signed to Sincere, yeah? Big shout out to Sincere, yes? They Lizzie, yeah? Sincere's come from a streamed album globally, turning over 200, 300, going on. So when I say industry and I see these things, I'm saying, bro, the reset's already happening with Wireless, bro. You can see it, bro. Artists that are signed, they make money from shows. If they're not that...
Right, so this is what we're talking about, the changing of the music business, like how your structure of the music business, as an artist here, look at yourself as a business. Your business needs to change. It's not just going to be shows. It's not just going to be streams. There has been talk, basically, yeah. So as an artist, yeah, you make a song, you pay what? £200 for a premium lease. If you want an exclusive leave, that can be anywhere between £250 to £500, yeah. So you're paying up to, so let's just call it £300, yeah. So £300 for the beat. You're gonna pay probably about £300 for the mix and master. That's 6 bills already. Then you're gonna want to, you got your monthly subscription for your streaming service, which is like Ditto or something. That's like what, £40 for the year or something like that. So that's what, £640. Then you are gonna push it out. Now, that's not including any music videos, any marketing that you're doing for promotion. If you're going to talk about that, then you're going to push that up to more about a bag, innit? Maybe a bag too. Now, streams, you get 0.001p per stream. How are you going to recoup your money? 1 million streams, you're making 4K. So okay, divide that by 4. What's 1 million divided by 4? So you need 200,000 streams, 250,000 streams to make back your bag. That's hard, bro. So there has been talks in the music industry that there's going to be a minimum artist minimum wage due to the streaming. So Spotify and all these streaming services are going to have to pay like 1p a stream or 10p a stream or something along those lines, which makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, it's going to be taking money out of Spotify's pockets, but come on, bro. Spotify, you made your billions and hundreds of billions. Now it's time for the artists to actually make some money that I've been making you these billions. You get me? So if that happens, then 1 million streams is going to be like 14K. You get me? Which is making a lot more sense. Again, it's going to be hard to make that, but get those streams, but it's a way forward. You get me? However, make enough money through the streams. Yeah. So, but people ain't got money to consume the music how they used to consume the music now. And no one's not interested in consuming music how they consume music, bro. Listen, when I'm driving, man's not listening to music. I'm listening to podcasts. Now that I'm creating content, I don't really have time to consume other people's content. So the only time I can really do it is when man's going from A to B. You get me? I was not listening to music for the whole of this year, bro. The only time I listened to tunes is when like a big artist dropped the album, and again, it didn't really do nothing. It didn't really entice me. Like when Dave dropped, that kind of got my love back for music, because Dave, he made an album that actually had a message and a meaning, like real artistry, like I was talking about before. Then you had D Block Europe, my favorite artist in the world. Like they're my top tier artists. They're my favorite artists, innit? They dropped their new album, boy. You get me? Like I've been listening to that. You get me? But I have to kind of force myself to go listen to these tunes, because it's not back in the day where man's just la 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 la, just listen to music whenever. It's like, nah, bro, man got things that I need to do. I got to do what needs to be done. You get me? But every now and again, man's going to the concerts, and man just got to go into for the streams. You get me? And go learn the lyrics and that, because I'm gonna go see them on the 19th. Shout out DBE. But yeah,
that's it. And man's not really streaming like that. So in the next year or 2 years or 3 years, trust me, artists that was probably turning over 200, 300K a year in 3 years could be turning over flipping 30, 40K if they're not putting their energy into, oh, guys, click the link in bio, buy your hats, your t-shirts.
So yeah, you got to build up your personal brand. Bounce has been screaming this from the rooftops for like the past 8 months. That's why I started doing content. You guys will see me post every single day. Why? Because I'm trying to build up my brand. I want you guys to see me see how I talk, what my thoughts are, what I'm about. And then when I drop a tune, then you're gonna understand my mentality and connect more with the tune. You get me? It's built posting one video every day is hard, bro. Like, listen, this is the second time I'm recording this video. Third time, because the first time I recorded it, I didn't press play, or the mic wasn't working for some reason. The second time I recorded it, but I didn't have I put the settings on the camera wrong, so I recorded for 16 minutes. Can't use the video. I'm recording it again, so that's why I'm a little bit scatterbrained, because I have things that I wanted to say, but I'm getting them out now. You get me? And like I said, man, doing a video every day, it takes up a lot of my time. So chopping up the videos, man, it's too much time. That's why I'm like, bro, you're getting this raw. The only thing I'm gonna be doing is maybe cut out the long pauses and then obviously dash this on top of it. But the production's gonna keep going higher and higher and higher. You guys are seeing it every day. It's getting better. I even got a new mic. It looks the same, but it's new. It sounds better. You can tell already, yeah. So yeah, one video every day. I'm uploading it on my channel to get my channel in the algorithm. People are saying, oh, is uploading on your channel this content gonna mess up your algorithm for the music? I don't care, bro. If people are seeing me and know who I am, and they know me as a content creator for my comments, they find me funny, they disagree with me, whatever, but then they hear a tune and they're like, rah! Me like that one there still.
Shirts. Do you know what I mean? And actually moving as a movement.
They're gonna have to do as a movement and diverse.
But yeah, don't get hit with a brick merch coming soon, man. Coming very, very soon.
Fire and do other things because the music ain't.
So who we looking up to?
They should have been doing it already.
Okay. If we're really talk about this music thing, yeah, who do we look up to? Do we look up to Birdman? Who do we look up to? Do we look up to flipping? Do you know what I mean? Who do we look up to? Is the infrastructure who we look up to? Jay-Z? Do we look?
Yeah, man. I think that was it for that one. Yeah, I think that was it. For Bouncer. So yeah, that's how I said the music industry's changing. Now I've got a prediction for how the consumption and how artists making music is going to change. What I see happening in the next 10, 15, 20 years, yeah, is the music is gonna a structure of a song is gonna be completely different. So let me explain it to you. Back in the day, when man was a youth, before I was born, yeah, I was born 98. So back in the day, when I was a youth, before I was born, songs used to have 3 verses, 5 minutes long. Not all songs, that was the standard. You might have a few songs that was a bit shorter, but you add 2 artists on a tune. The main artist got their 2 verses as usual, and then you got the next verse. Now, it's been condensed and made shorter, where if there's a feature, there's still only 2 verses. So the main artist has 1 verse and the chorus, and then you've got the feature verse. Only when you see 3, 4, 5 man on a tune is when you see a song go for 5 minutes, right? Music has been gotten shorter and shorter and shorter. Central C, the biggest artist in the world right now, just dropped his most recent tune. How long is it? 1 minute 50. It's not long. I don't think there's a chorus in it. It's a song, and it's not the first time he's done it. And there's other people doing it. Even I'm doing it. My songs are not 3 minutes long anymore. My songs are like 2:30. But what I see happening is songs are gonna turn. So you see some songs, yeah, have title, let's say Fly It / In the Trap. So it's got 2 songs on the same track, right? That's what's gonna be the norm now. I reckon, not now, but in the near future, yeah, in the mid future, it's gonna be song 1, chorus, verse, chorus, and then song 2, chorus, verse, chorus. Then it's gonna change to chorus, and then song 2, chorus, then song 3, chorus. There might be a verse in each of them, but it's going to be 3 tracks on one song. And when I say 3 songs on one track, and when I say 3 songs, I mean a different flow, beat, and lyrics, but all on one track. So that way, there's going to be people that are streaming the tune. They're going to like song 1, some people are going to like song 2, some people are going to like song 3. But because they're streaming the same track, that streams is going to go mad high. And then you're also going to have the people that like all 3 of them. But remember, I said it. You're hearing this first. This is Don't Get Hit with a Brick exclusive. Nobody else has said this. I've not researched this. I've not seen anybody else say this. This is from my own analysis of the consumption of music and the consumption of content online. You already see as well the reason why I've changed. Sorry, the reason why I started doing content as well, yeah, is because of Tekashi 6ix9ine, yeah. So Tekashi 6ix9ine, he recently signed a deal. So Tekashi 6ix9ine recently re-upped his record label deal. However, there's been a clause in there where he needs to stream, and it's because when he was streaming, his music streams were increasing every single time. So this is also going to be a standard for the record labels. But I advise artists, content creators, do not let these people swindle you out of your bread. It's already happened for how many centuries beforehand? Learn from the past, learn from mistakes. Stop being greedy and fast, build up your brand, do your content, and then do a partnership agreement. Not a loan, a partnership agreement where they invest, you get the majority of it because it's your face, it's your brand, it's your content, it's your intellectual property. Do not let these labels take it away from you just because they're putting marketing on. If you want marketing, come to me. I can do marketing. I'm a Facebook marketer. I have 5 clients right now. But anyway, diversify. You get me? Anyway, let's go on to evidence of the Tekashi 6ix9ine thing that I'm talking about. Let me grab this up for you now. 2 seconds. Like I said, I'm not chopping and changing up this thing, man. I'm just giving it to you raw. Why for that? Tekashi 6ix9ine. I ain't gonna keep doing that. I'm not gonna keep saying why for that. Eventually, I'm gonna sign that out still, wean that off still. Right. 2 secs, yeah. Let me just film this shit. Sorry for swearing. I just stop swearing.
I think recently, like 6ix9ine just got a re-up on like a record deal. But his record deal, the offer they sent him, they said, yo, you have to stream. Which is crazy.
Really?
Have to stream because the music consumption is changing.
You gotta stream.
That's crazy.
And I think they kind of looked at it like, yo, you know, they got shit to check your numbers and how hot you are. And they're like, yo, off of the last few months of you doing podcasts or whatever, there's an uptick in your music streams.
Mm-hmm.
So if we gonna sign you for more music, we're gonna leverage the fact that when you do content, your streams goes up. So we're gonna force you contractually to do it. Which I think that's I'm kind of with that shit. Yo.
Yeah, like, why not, man? Bro, you gotta, bro, if you stay stagnant, yeah, you're never gonna progress. You're gonna if you stay doing what you're doing, you're not gonna see improvements. You're gonna get the same results. So as the world's changing, you can't stay the same or you're gonna get left behind. So you either gotta get with it or get left.
But are they gonna take a
like
percentage?
360.
But are they taking a percentage of his streaming?
Yeah, see, that's one thing you guys need to be sure. If they're not investing in the streaming, do not let them take nothing. If they're not setting up these streams for you, if they're not sending you some places, giving you production and stuff, then don't let them take nothing from you. Only what they invest in can they get back. All right?
It's gonna be the fine print. We don't know about that.
Well, everybody, that has been Don't Get Hit with a Brick. Today has been the music content episode. Everybody go stream my single, Like the 90s. And remember, don't get hit with a brick. See you tomorrow.
Girl, I got you dripping, and you too nasty. Running to the money like light speed, I'm anti, that's why she like me. Girl, you tickle my fancy, do something exciting. Spread you out on the backseat and love you like in the 90s. Girl, I got you dripping, and you too nasty.